So there is some new footage and behind the scenes details for the Batman Penguin spin-off series, including new looks at the filming, characters and recent castings to really get us excited for what's in store. We got a new look at Penguin's purple suit and car, Cristin, Milioti, Sofia, Falcone, and news of another big casting which was announced just a few days ago. The HBO Max series, which is the first spin-off for Matt Reeves' The Batman universe, has now officially begun its production, and we can expect to be hearing and seeing even more in the weeks and months ahead. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the new footage and images from the Penguin show, giving you my thoughts on what we could be seeing when it comes to the new characters and storylines of the HBO series. Before I get into it though, if you want to keep up to date on any of my future content surrounding the Penguin series, the Batman universe, and other upcoming DC projects, then don't forget to support this upload by giving it a like rating, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your notifications. But without further ado, let's dive into the new footage and behind the scenes details surrounding the Penguin. So production is now well underway on the Batman spin-off The Penguin, and thanks to sources like Colin Farrell Updates and Just Jared, we have some new footage and images from the set of the show, which includes a look at Cristin Milioti as Sofia Falcone. On top of this, Colin Farrell was once again seen transformed into the series title character, and it looks like he'll be embracing the opportunity for a power grab, reflected in a new flashy sense of costume. We got set photos of Oz in a new purple soprano style outfit, and also those of him and Sofia Falcone in a purple and gold Maserati. In the Batman film, the Penguin wore outfits that were more of a purple black, and in these photos you can see that he's wearing a much more brighter purple, maybe linking into the idea that after the fall of Carmine Falcone, the Penguin is aiming to take over, no longer being afraid to show off his power. Especially now that he's got a rebuilt Maserati, which was of course destroyed in the Batman's car chase sequence, and more colourful clothing. It's key to note that the heightened sense of colour in this footage could just be a case of it looking that way in the filming material, but then for the actual show, the colour grading will make it look similar to what we saw in the Batman film. But if I had to be honest, it definitely looks like there's going to be more colour with the Penguin's character just through seeing what he's wearing, and I think that does link into the progression of the character. It could be suggesting that he now feels safer in his position, and he's enjoying becoming the top guy of that mob world. He also has others to protect him, and he's willing to taunt the GCPD and Batman with this striking new style. Who knows, we might even see his character adopt the famous cigar or cane by the end of this series too, but even if he doesn't have those things right away, these images are clearly suggesting that he's moving more towards the iconic Penguin sensibility. If we do get that and more connections to the mob war in Gotham, I'd love to see more of the internal workings of the Falcone family, the Capos, and even what's left of the Maronis, who we'd expect to still fight for some control. There was a big casting in Salvatore Maroni announced the other day too, and I will get into that as the video progresses. But overall, when it comes to Colin Farrell's character, the multiple behind the scenes images and footage really gives us a sense of the Penguin being heightened, and some of the people he's going to be sharing scenes with, whether that's Sofia Falcone or the unknown character played by Renzi Feliz. Coming now to the new looks at another character, the Batman's Penguin spin-off series will feature a major DC appearance in the form of Sofia Falcone. And the new set photos reveal the first look at actress Cristin Milioti in the series role. In reverse to Selina Kyle's public appearance in The Batman, which featured her wearing black outfits, Milioti's character, who is technically Selina's half-sister, has been seen wearing white outfits and meeting with Colin Farrell Farrell's Penguin. Sofia Falcone will likely be looking to continue the legacy of her father, Carmine Falcone, who was of course a major character in the Batman film. We watched him ultimately die in the movie, and this allowed for other criminals to make a run for control in Gotham. From what we know about Sofia, she's recently been released from Arkham Asylum, having spent nearly a decade there, and it's known that Oz was the one who put her there. So while Penguin wants to make a play for the power vacuum in Gotham City's underworld, Sofia is essentially trying to get revenge in an unpredictable way and maybe even maintain the power that her family once had. And I'm sure things will be tense when she comes into the frame, because if we remember, her dad had issues with the Penguin during his final scene in that Batman film, and then with all the familial connections to Selina Kyle added on top, it makes things even more intriguing. The possibility of a large-scale mob war after the death of Falcone presents many opportunities when it comes to the next step of that conflict, and Sofia Falcone is going to be a massive part within that. Whatever role they do go down surrounding the mob war, it seems like the Penguin's rise to power will be crucial for the Batman Part 2, and the Falcone and Maroni history is also something that will play a large role. And speaking of one of those criminals, we learnt just the other day that Salvatore Maroni would be a part of this Penguin show, and that a well-respected actor is going to be filling the boots of that character. It was revealed that actor Clancy Brown is set to play Maroni, a familiar character for fans of the Batman comics. Those who listened closely to the first movie will know that it's mentioned that Maroni's arrest allowed space for Carmine Falcone's criminal organisation to rise in his place. So with the series taking place soon after that first movie, we're likely to see how Maroni fits into that following the death of Falcone. The Penguin should see Maroni, who had been delivered to the police by Carmine Falcone, try to get power back from Sofia Falcone, with Penguin also trying to claim the role himself, and therefore providing a somewhat criminal setup in Gotham for the events of the Batman Part 2. Clancy Brown is best known for his roles in projects like Dexter New Blood and The Shawshank Redemption, and he's also set to star in the upcoming action sequel John Wick Chapter 4. So he's a great addition to the cast, and having played other roles in other comic book properties too, he should be a comfortable casting when thinking about the importance of Maroni. As for the Penguin series itself, it's a project with a lot of potential across the board, and with there also being recent talk of a cameo appearance from Robert Pattinson's Batman within the 8-episode run, there's plenty to be excited about when it comes to characters and actors appearing. Speaking of Batman, I did report on my community page last week that the current rumours pointed towards the Batman 2 filming in November, and while those were just rumours, it has now been officially confirmed by executive producer Michael Uslan that filming is indeed beginning in November of this year. So we're going to be getting a lot of Batman news when it comes to Matt Reeves' universe, and alongside there being footage from the filming of the Penguin show, the word is that we will also be getting casting news for the sequel film very soon as well. So stay tuned to my channel for all the updates, and get ready for a packed few years of Batman news and just loads of intriguing stuff surrounding Matt Reeves' expanding Batman world. But that was my video discussing all the new footage and details for the Penguin series. With filming underway, we should be getting even more looks at the show very soon, and it may help give us a clearer picture of how things will follow the ending of the Batman and lead us into part 2. Like I've said before and in other videos, I expect that with this show now filming and production on the Batman 2 starting this November, the HBO Max series would be looking for a release date around the first half of 2024, so that we'll have a nice transition into 2025 for when we do eventually get that sequel film. It will be interesting to see what kind of role Colin Farrell's Penguin and maybe other characters like Sofia Falcone and Salvatore Maroni will have by the time Matt Reeves' sequel does come out, and hopefully this Penguin series can really build out those details and storylines in a big way. But what are your thoughts towards all the latest footage and details from the Penguin series, and do you have any other theories on what we could be seeing in the Batman HBO spin-off? Let me know down below in the comment section. For much more videos and news on the Batman universe and DC, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, rating, and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.